We are live now, sir.
Shall I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. Leaders become great, not because of their power, but their ability to empower others, as rightly said by an American author, John Maxwell. So he is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. A very good evening to one and all. It's my sheer honor to welcome on behalf of Panipat Institute of Engineering and Technology and Dainik Bhaskar, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, our distinguished guests, esteemed principals, delegates, our worthy directors, sir, members of management, deans, HODs, faculty members to the Shikshak Samman Samaro 2020, honoring the master class. Samman, as the word says, honor. The time to honor the leaders, the torch bearers who have fought like warriors in these challenging times of COVID-19. The past couple of months have been incredibly difficult for teaching community. But during that time, we have also seen how hardworking and resilient teachers have been and how they've been able to inspire and endure during these uncertain times. The shift from physical classrooms to virtual was not so easy, but it became swift under the mentorship of the proficient leaders who not only envisioned but also executed every possible effort to ensure uninterrupted teaching learning process. Hence, this time we have decided to extend our gratitude to all the leaders out here. Yes, honoring the masterclass for all the efforts have been put in by them during this pandemic. Be it dealing with the financial crunch, be it dealing with the drastic shift, and most importantly, to be a change they wish to see. So, heartfelt salute to all the leaders who have administered and led the Institute remarkably. Now, without further ado, I would like to invite a very dynamic personality who can never be short of words. Yes, our extraordinary orator, our Dean Student Welfare, Professor Dr. B.B. Sharma sir, for the welcome address. Having experience of more than 4 decades and having served as IGNU coordinator for almost 1 decade, this versatile personality leaves his imprint wherever he goes. Not being just great at oratory skills, Sir is awe-inspiring at singing, poetry, and even acting. So I request him to kindly create a primacy effect with his power of words. Over to you, sir.
वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम सुजला सुफला मलयज शीतला शस्य श्यामला मातरम वंदे मातरम वंदे मातरम। सरस्वती मया दृष्टा वीणा पुस्तक धारिणी हंसवाहिनी समायुक्ता विद्यादान करो मम। दैनिक भास्कर के मधुर सौजन्य व पाइट कॉलेज की ओर से आयोजित आज का यह शिक्षक सम्मान समारोह हमारे देश और समाज के उन समर्पित शिक्षकों के सम्मान में आयोजित किया है जिन्होंने महामारी के इस संकट के दौरान आपत्ति के इस समय में अपने विद्यार्थियों की शिक्षा के साथ साथ अपनी अपनी इंस्टीट्यूशन को अपने विवेक, अपने धैर्य, अपने संयम और अपनी प्रशासनिक दक्षता से सौंदर्य प्रदान किया है। स्थितियों के अनुरूप अपनी अपनी संस्था का मार्गदर्शन किया है। ये समाज, ये पाइट कॉलेज देश के इन कर्णधारों को सादर नमन करता है, प्रणाम करता है। मान्यवर, आप हमारे देश के सजग प्रहरी हैं। निश्चित रूप से हम आपका तहे दिल से आज पाइट कॉलेज में हार्दिक अभिनंदन करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं। परम सौभाग्य का विषय कि हमारे बीच, हमारे मध्य, हमारे कार्यक्रम की शोभा, हमारे कार्यक्रम की गरिमा, हमारे कार्यक्रम की केंद्र बिंदु, प्रेरणा स्रोत, स्वनाम धन्य प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर नीता खन्ना जी, कुलपति कुरुक्षेत्र विश्वविद्यालय कुरुक्षेत्र का हम मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में जोरदार तालियों के साथ स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं और मैडम आपको प्रणाम करते हैं, आपको नमन करते हैं। मैडम, आपके हमारे पाइट कॉलेज में आगमन से प्रतीक रूप में ही सही, लेकिन आपके मधुर आगमन से, मधुर उपस्थिति से हमारे हृदय का रोम रोम और कॉलेज का कोना कोना रोमांचित हो उठा है, गदगद हो उठा है, गौरवान्वित हो उठा है। जिस सहजता और गरिमा के साथ आपने हमारे निमंत्रण को स्वीकार किया है, उसके लिए हमारा यह कॉलेज आपका सदैव ऋणी रहेगा, सदैव ऋणी रहेगा। मैडम, हमें विश्वास है कि पाइट शिक्षा के इस महायज्ञ में आपका आशीर्वाद, आपका मार्गदर्शन हमें इसी प्रकार से मिलता रहेगा, ऐसा हमारा विश्वास है। उसके आशय की थाह मिलेगी किसको, आपको प्रणाम करते हुए, उसके आशय की थाह मिलेगी किसको, जनकर जननी भी न जान पाई जिसको। इसके साथ साथ अत्यंत हर्ष का विषय कि हमारे मध्य हरियाणा पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन के डिप्टी सेक्रेटरी आयुष्मान श्री प्रद्युम्न सिंह HCS का विशिष्ट अतिथि के रूप में पाइट कॉलेज हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता है, स्वागत करता है, प्रणाम करता है, नमन करता है। मान्यवर, आपने हमारे आग्रह को, हमारी प्रार्थना को स्वीकार किया। वो आए हमारे बीच, इतना तो हमने देखा। वो आए हमारे बीच, इतना तो हमने देखा। फिर उसके बाद चिरागों में रोशनी न रही। मान्यवर, आपने हमारे आमंत्रण के साथ साथ हमें आशीर्वाद देने के लिए भी हमें स्वीकृति प्रदान की है। इसके लिए आप दोनों को हम हृदय से आभार प्रकट करते हैं, प्रणाम करते हैं। इससे पहले कि मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम दूं, मैं बड़ी विनम्रता के साथ, दृढ़ता के साथ, आत्मसम्मान के साथ कुछ कहना चाहता हूं, आपकी अनुमति चाहता हूं। हमारा यह पाइट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज पिछले 15 वर्षों से पाइट दिल्ली एनसीआर और हरियाणा के संधि द्वार नेशनल हाईवे पर स्थापित है। मैं एक टीचर होने के नाते आत्मसम्मान के साथ, गर्व के साथ, लेकिन विनम्रता के साथ कहना चाहूंगा कि हमारा यह पाइट कॉलेज सामान्य कॉलेज नहीं है। यह कॉलेज इलाहाबाद के प्रयाग की भांति अपूर्व समन्वयों का समन्वय दिखाई देता है। एक और दिल्ली से यमुना प्रवाहित होती है, यूपी से गंगा प्रवाहित होती है और कुरुक्षेत्र से सरस्वती प्रवाहित होती है। हमारा यह कॉलेज महाकुंभ है। नालंदा की भांति यह आत्म प्रशंसा का विषय नहीं, आत्म गौरव का विषय है। हमारे इस कॉलेज में देश के दूर दूर के विद्यार्थी, अलग अलग राज्यों के विद्यार्थी, बिहार, नेपाल, जम्मू कश्मीर, भूटान, दिल्ली, हरियाणा तो है ही, यहां पर शिक्षा ग्रहण करने आते हैं। गंगायाम जले मुक्ति, वारुणस्याम जले थले, कुरुक्षेत्रे त्रिधा मुक्ति, अंतरिक्ष जले थले। मैं अपने ही परिवार के जिन्होंने यह गंगा यहां तक लेकर आए हैं भागीरथ के रूप में, हमारे दैनिक भास्कर के वरिष्ठ महाप्रबंधक माननीय धीरज त्रिपाठी जी का भी विशेष अतिथि के रूप में स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful address. Now, I would like to invite a multifaceted personality to throw a light on the purpose of today's event, Mr. Arindam Bhattacharya, an alumnus of Nasi Monji Institute of Management Studies, Mumbai, and the University of Pune. He's not just a renowned career expert and motivational speaker, but also a skilled quiz master, trainer, and even business consultant. So, the multitude of roles that he plays meticulously speaks volumes about the abundance of gray matter that he possesses. He has counseled over 10 lakh students since 2003. He has worked with organizations of repute like Godrej and Boyce, and also served as the regional head for IMS Learning Resources Private Limited. So, I heartily welcome you, sir, on today's event. Over to you.
Thank you, Gitanjali ma'am. At the outset, I'd like to extend my warm greetings and a very, very good evening to all the dignitaries and all the... I'm humbled to actually speak with such a wonderful gathering, and I think all edu leaders, educators, and all initiators and all people who have driven the society forward in their own particular right. So I'm absolutely humbled and honored to have you all here. So I think on behalf of PIET and Dainik Bhaskar, I'd like to compliment both PIET and Dainik Bhaskar for having constructed such a beautiful event, even in these times when the world is actually coming to terms with the new age of online education, online perspective. I think, to be very honest, because I've been in this education space for a while, I would like to say that I look at this era of this year 2020 as a very, very important marker in the process in which the education system and the entire world has reacted to it. And possibly in this entire process, education, I think, has been one of the most, what I'll call rather the kernel has been the education system, the process of the country, maybe globally. And at this point, we're at a very significant juncture. If I were to break it into two markers, one would be the pre-COVID era and the post-COVID era. And I think because of you educators, edu leaders, and all in this education space, I think you've made the journey really comfortable and the transition really comfortable for each student and each people from different walks of life, different people, because there are people who may not have access to even a basic internet or a basic laptop, because I've worked with people I know. So to make and reach out to those level and make education and taking education to the masses in this time is, I think, is a humongous effort. And for this, I think no word is, I think, I don't know what to say. I think you deserve it all. I think, who are we to make a comment on what you have done? I think it's phenomenal, exceptional. I think this could not have happened without your support. And at this juncture, I like to talk about PITE because I have had the fortune of working with the entire team at PITE for a period of time. I think what I look into the PITE system, the Panipat Institute of Education, Engineering and Technology, and the PITE group of institutions, rather I'll put it that way. PITE across the value chain has believed in a transformative form of education. When I talk of a transformative form of education, it is about trying to impact lives at every level. So when the world was actually not ready for online education, PITE had actually implemented it, whether it be the school or the engineering college, the management college, and the entire process, it was actually imbibed in the system. And I think that learning what they did about a year and a half back really helped them to take the transition forward. A lot of things that in this education space can actually learn from PIE teams. Rakesh Tayal's vision, I would request him to actually share his vision as he once comes and talks. But what makes him think that the education of the future in which direction we move? And I think we all as educators need to take that vision forward. And I think let us implement all the best ideas together, and we can collaborate in a holistic journey going forward. At this juncture, I think PITE has actually taken a lot of initiatives. One such initiative has been, because even today, even at the government of India is looking at new education policy, which is trying to say that we need to get into a skills-driven education structure rather than a marks-driven structure. So I think even before the new education policy is on ground, PITE had introduced a concept known as PCAT, the PITE Knowledge Aptitude Test, which talks about a 360-degree holistic selection process for any student who's coming into PIT, which looks at the student's extracurricular abilities, his performance Olympiads, his class school marks, his sporting performance, the letter of recommendations that you educators actually can give to the student. Because we believe, like a global education process, like we look at Harvard, Stanford, that is where the letter of recommendation, these facts really matter a lot, which possibly a lot of principals and edu leaders and educators over here appreciate and respect this fact. There are many students who might be really good, but maybe because 1% or 2%, they might not have got access to one of those so-called, what I'll call the creme de la creme colleges. But at that level, I think PITE has actually done a phenomenal process, where if a principal would like to put in a recommendation and say, this student is phenomenal, I've seen him over the past 12 years. So I think that's the kind of journey that PITE is actually talking about and looking at. I think it's a kind of visionary transformation. I think that entire DNA actually percolates into the new establishment PITE is creating for its traditional colleges or traditional course known as a PITE NCR college. So I think at this juncture, I'd like to just put this thought that I think I really compliment PITE for having taken every step which is possibly needed to make this transition to a kind of a online or a blended mode of learning in this education 4.0 space. And I think I would not waste too much time. And I think it's an absolute, I feel, privilege and honor to actually have shared my 2 words with you and give the direction and the purpose for this entire meeting. And obviously it is without you, this entire event or this felicitation function would not have been possible. And I think a hats off to all of you. Thank you very much for joining. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Over to you, Gitanjali.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for the very much needed insights. This event is certainly in collaboration with the leading media house, Dainik Bhaskar, but it is also in association with Vidya Mandir classes. So now I would like to invite the regional head of Vidya Mandir classes, Mr. Vikas Batra, a very young and vibrant personality who is a member of Public Relations Council of India. Having experience of around 15 years in education industry, sir has a tremendous exposure of different verticals. So I welcome you, sir, on today's event. Over to you.
Thank you, Gitanjali ma'am. And if you could please allow me to share the screen if it is possible.
Yeah, sure, sir. Puneet, sir, kindly look into it.
Okay, so I'm carrying on. I think it will take time, so let's move on with the things. It's been a great privilege and a pleasure to be present among the leading academicians and educationists over here. And it's been a wonderful experience. So let me start with the Vidya Mandir classes. It's been the leading preparatory school which has been helping students across the spectrum for last 33 years. And we have produced lakhs of engineers and doctors everywhere. But having said that, I would like to say one thing, which is very important. So education should be holistic. Now the point is how we are taking this education policy forward. Is the technology being reaching to each and every student who is in the lower end of academia or who is not scoring that much marks? That is very important. Are we doing it or not doing it? But
Vikas sir, now you can share
Yeah.
your screen.
thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have been serving to the education fraternity for last 33 years and helped thousands of and lakhs of students, becoming engineers or doctors. But that is not very important. The important is, are we reaching to the real end of the spectrum? The policy is, if you look at the competitive examination, it's something we are in a habit of, judging students on their academic marks. That is something we have to bring a change as an educationist, and which Vidya Mandir is doing very well. So if I talk about commercial things and others, definitely we have produced 3 toppers out of 10 this year in JEE 2020. But having said that, we have the 44% of the students who clear the basic examination. Now, this as a person, as an organization, I feel is more important than getting the ranks. So preparing each and every student of this country and giving him a confidence that he or she has a potential to make it big in their life is more important. And there is where we are doing a job very differently and unique. Now, another point is the value for the fee proposition. As Mr. Arindam was also talking, technologies do matter. So we have to come up with a hybrid courses so that we can reach out to the every spectrum of the financial aspect also. Because many students are not capable of paying a fee to that level. So this is another thing which we are doing in this landscape. Moving forward, now if you look at the landscape of education for last 10 years, somewhere K-12 industry is there, schools are there, and there is a higher education, colleges are there, and universities are there. So defining the role of a preparatory school is very important. Somewhere there was a confusion of where we do stand. So I would say to all the principals and academia present over here, so we are a support system to a school. Definitely school is doing their everything, extracurricular activities, personality development, giving confidence, everything is being given by the school. But when we talk about the competitive examination, somewhere 2 to 4% is a success rate. I would say NEET, 16.5 lakh students do appear for NEET every year, and around 75,000 doctors come over to other seats in India. So there's a lot of competition. Now, what you need to do that competition is hard work is only sufficient to do this? No, because hard work has a limitation. Suppose if there is a player and he's not getting the right coach, he's not getting the right diet, right competition, he will not make it to the nationals or the Olympics. Same is with education also. We have to understand this thing. So moving forward, we need the right content. Student can't refer to 18, 20 books. He do read the right scientific content. So which we as a support system are, giving to the student. They need the right mentors who are there to motivate them, guide them. But definitely we are doing it. So right academic planning. This part of the organic chemistry to be studied. It's not to be last 15 years mein kya aaya tha, kya nahi aaya tha. This scientific planning is required. So where the role of the support system does come. Technology, Mr. Arindam rightly said. If we have to reach out to the students across this India, if I say the rural India, suburban India, definitely you have to take the help of technologies. It is cost effective. So we are running the hybrid courses. This has really helped us in the time of pandemic. So opportunities being provided, but on a very nominal cost. So you need a right practice, right competitive exam. So this is all what the support system is doing. So you can call this support system as a preparatory school or a coaching institute. And now I think there is a lot of acceptance. Now universities are also giving coaching for IES and other things. So there is an acceptance in last 10 years, and I hope that on the landscape of education between K-12 and higher education, we will start getting more exposure, and we are delivering on that. Now moving forward, if I talk about Vidya Mandir classes, so we in Panipat, Rohtak, Kurukshetra, and other places of Haryana, and we are planning to go more penetrated to these regions in the coming time. And so we as a holistic player want to serve the schools and education fraternity. So we have an expertise for career counseling seminars, because in this country, 80% of the student doesn't get the right guidance. If somebody says you are very good in studies, go for sciences, not good for studies, go for arts. So nobody looks at your passion. So right career counseling is very important. So we are providing free of cost webinars. We can also have an expertise for Olympiads and NTSE experts. Definitely schools do need that exposure. We don't charge for it. A teacher training program, subject expert lectures, psychometric tests. So these are the services which we do feel as a leading player into education. We are providing them. And many of the principals and dignitaries are present. Guru log hain yahan par, to आप जब भी इन स्कूल से कोई भी रेफर करना चाहेंगे, we will be giving 50% of the scholarship to any of the 3 students. हर स्कूल से हम 3 बच्चों को ये स्कॉलरशिप देंगे. एंड बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, उसमें हम उस केस में हम एक गर्ल चाइल्ड को हर स्कूल से 100% स्कॉलरशिप देंगे टू गो विद द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हरियाणा की. हमें बच्चों पे और बच्चियों पे हमें एक्स्ट्रा कंसंट्रेट करना है हरियाणा जैसी जगह पे, तो वो भी हम करेंगे. एंड वी आर नॉट फार ऑफ. We have branches across. I will also share my number. You can reach out to PIDE Association also, and we will be helping every school. Now, moving ahead, we are conducting the Vidya Mandir Intellectual Quest. This is one of the leading examination of this country. It's not only to associate with the Vidya Mandir classes, it will also test your student on the national level. This would be their first exposure to the competitive exam. And there is always difference between being a competitive exam and the academic exam. Here, efficiency and time do matter. So schools can participate in this examination, which is happening on 24th October and 1st November. And this is my contact, and you can reach out to the nearby branches also. And it's been my privilege, and I would like to thank the PIDE management for conducting this kind of communication, which is very important. Bringing the dignitaries, bringing the academia on the one platform. It's a really great way to move ahead in the domain of education. Thank you everybody.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful and amazing address. Certainly incredible efforts by Vidya Mandir classes. So now I once again invite our Dean Student Welfare, Professor Dr. B.V. Sharma, sir, to kindly throw light on PIDE NCR College. Sir, over to you.
सृजन की थकन भूल जा देवता, अभी तो धरा है बनी अधबनी. आज मैंने सूर्य से बस जरा सा यूं कहा, आज मैंने सूर्य से बस जरा सा यूं कहा, आपके साम्राज्य में इतना अंधेरा क्यों यहां. तमतमाकर वह दहाड़ा, मैं अकेला क्या करूं. तुम सभी के लिए मैं भला कब तक जलूं. व्यर्थ की आराधना के चक्करों में मत पड़ो, साम्राज्य यहां घनघोर है. कुछ मैं लड़ूं, कुछ तुम लड़ो. ये शिक्षा का युद्ध, पानीपत का चौथा युद्ध, पानीपत के मैदान से ही आरंभ होने जा रहा है. सबसे पहले मैं एनसीआर डिग्री कॉलेज की स्थापना के मांगलिक उपलक्ष्य पर क्षेत्र के सभी अभिभावकों, शिक्षकों, प्राचार्यों, प्रबंधन समिति और होनहार विद्यार्थियों को हार्दिक 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 बधाई देता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देता हूं. मान्यवर, प्रश्न उत्पन्न होता है, स्वाभाविक है कि लोकल लेवल पर इतने डिग्री कॉलेज होते हुए एक और एनसीआर डिग्री कॉलेज, ऐसा क्या परिवर्तन, ऐसा क्या नयापन? ये प्रश्न स्वाभाविक है। सर, मैं पिछले 37 वर्षों से पानीपत, सोनीपत के प्रतिष्ठित कॉलेजों में पढ़ाता रहा हूं, लेकिन कुछ वर्षों से मैंने यह महसूस किया है कि विशेष रूप से कॉमर्स जैसे विषयों में तो लिमिटेड सीट्स के कारण बच्चे एडमिशन से या तो वंचित रह जाते हैं, या पता नहीं क्यों लगभग सभी कॉलेज ओवरलोडेड रहते हैं। ऐसे में शायद बच्चों के साथ पूरी तरह न्याय नहीं हो पाता। पहला कारण मैं बड़ी विनम्रता से पूरे शिक्षक वृंद को व्यक्त करना चाहूंगा। कई बार हम देखते हैं, ये सवाल मैं अपने आप से करता हूं, ये सवाल हम कॉलेज के लेक्चरर को भी करना होगा। कई बार हम देखते हैं कि यहां के बच्चे आर्ट्स के सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने के लिए भी, मैडम, यहां दाखिला न लेकर दिल्ली जाना चाहते हैं। गर्व का विषय है, दिल्ली भी हमारी जान है, लेकिन हम उन्हें यहां वह सब कुछ शायद नहीं दे पाते, जबकि पढ़ाई व डिग्री तो एक जैसी है, क्योंकि वे शायद उन्हें बाहर एडमिशन दिलाकर पेरेंट्स उन्हें एक बेहतर परिवेश में बेहतर शिक्षा देकर उनका भविष्य और भी उज्जवल बनाना चाहते हैं। ये सत्य है। हमारे यहां का एनसीआर कॉलेज, खुशी की बात है, समय आ गया है कि यहां का भी ये एनसीआर कॉलेज ऐसे अभिभावकों का द्वंद्व समाप्त करने जा रहा है। वह द्वंद्व समाप्त करने जा रहा है कि वे एजुकेशन दिल्ली से बच्चों को दिलाएं या कहीं और दूर भेजें, क्योंकि अब बच्चे उनकी आंखों के पास रहकर बेहतर परिवेश में बेहतर सुविधाओं से युक्त शिक्षा यहीं के पाइट एनसीआर कॉलेज में प्राप्त कर सकेंगे। सर, समय बदल रहा है। मैंने आर्ट्स के विद्यार्थियों को डील किया है, कॉमर्स के विद्यार्थियों को भी डील किया है। अब समय बदल रहा है, बच्चों की प्रगतिशील सोच बदल रही है। अब कैरियर ओरिएंटेड बच्चे परंपरागत कॉलेजों में बने बनाए सिलेबस के साथ अब कुछ और भी सीखना चाहते हैं, चाहे वे आर्ट्स के ही विद्यार्थी क्यों ना हो। मैडम, मैं मैनेजमेंट के बिहाफ पर अंत में बहुत कुछ न कहता हुआ, मैं अपनी मैनेजमेंट के बिहाफ पर आपको यह विश्वास दिलाता हूं, सरकार को विश्वास दिलाता हूं, विश्वविद्यालय को विश्वास दिलाता हूं, आसपास के क्षेत्र के राष्ट्र निर्माता शिक्षकों को विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि अब हरियाणा के एनसीआर कॉलेज का विद्यार्थी विदेश में जाकर भी अपनी प्रतिभा को प्रमाणित कर हरियाणा का नाम रोशन करेगा, और उसे बताने में यह संकोच नहीं अपितु गर्व होगा कि वह हरियाणा के पाइट एनसीआर कॉलेज का विद्यार्थी है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you so much once again for this amazing address. Now, I would like to invite the very humble and glorious personality of PIDE, our Director, Sir, Professor Dr. Shakti Kumar, a man who is not only proficient in his domain, but progressive, innovative, creative, and versatile at the same time. It's always a privilege to hear his insights. So let me just acquaint you with his brief introduction. a visionary and talented electronics and control engineer from BITS Pilani, who attained his doctorate in electronics and computers from NIT Kurukshetra, is surprisingly a bronze medalist in athletic meet and gold medalist from Baddi University, who has to his credit more than 215 research articles and a century of keynote addresses and expert lectures. Recipient of Eminent Engineering Personality by IE in 2019, Sir Thomas Ward Memorial Prize 2010 by the Institution of Engineers, and Rashtriya Nirman Award 2001 by International Business Council. He has successfully designed and developed prototype of experimental Li-Fi based TV broadcast station at PIE. He is even a co-designer of DRDO-funded experimental WMN for Indian Navy. So let's welcome him with due respect and humility. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Madam Neeta Khanna ji, esteemed Shri Pradyuman Singh ji, distinguished principals, dignitaries, and the respected members of the teaching community, the year 2020 has been one of the toughest years. Pandemic has created havocs with the lives and economies. Under the prevailing circumstances, the nations with rugged education systems shall be soon back with bubbling economies. Teaching communities played a stellar role in the face of COVID-19. You were quick to adapt to the changing scenario and kept the teaching learning process on. We gratefully acknowledge your disservice to society in successfully hosting online classes for our next generation. We are in the age of Industrial Revolution 4, the age of knowledge-driven industry. We say knowledge is the wealth, and if the economy has to bubble, somehow the new knowledge needs to be created and needs to be transformed into the wealth to make this great nation as a prosperous nation. In the National Education Policy in Para 23, it maintains that there is a bi-directional relationship between the teaching and the technology, or between the education and the technology. Whereas the technology is needed to enhance the learning experience, the education system should come up with the new technologies. On the similar pitch, while speaking in the Edu Leader Summit 2019 at PIE, All India Council for Education, the chairman All India Council for Technical Education remarked that PIE should brace itself to align with the Industry 4.0 to become an Education 4.0 compliant institute, laying emphasis that the individual learning is going to matter in the future. Due to the situation beyond control, we could not keep pace with the technology. India missed the bus to Industrial Revolutions 1 and 2, and we were enslaved. And Industrial Revolution 4 offers us a tremendous opportunity to develop into a booming economy. But we need to learn and earn this status. Professor Agarwal, while talking in our international conference last year, remarked that in the technology is fast changing and we must keep pace with the industry. He stressed that PIE must gear up to take advantage of Industry Revolution 4. Considering the opinion of these two learned scholars, in order to create human resource in the emerging areas, and with the blessings of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, PIE has started with 3 new BTech programs in the emerging areas. And these programs are BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, and BTech in Cyber Security. The human resource in these emerging areas is required to be created, and PIE has a greater role to play, and considering that these new BTECs in emerging areas have been started. Apart from that, at PITE, we have also started a department of pharmacy, which shall take care of the human resource and create diploma in pharmacy and B Pharma degree for the new generation students. In order to synchronize ourselves with the emerging technologies, PITE has stepped up its R&D activities, and the results are very apparent. Whereas in the year 2017, in Smart India Hackathon, PITE could win only one team event. In 2020, PITE bagged 3 team events in the Smart India 2020 Hackathon. And may I also submit that Smart India Hackathon is world's biggest problem solving and coding competition, and bagging top 3 slots by 3 different teams of one institution is a credible performance, and the credit definitely goes to our teachers who mentored them to the success. Apart from starting some of the research, design and development areas where PITE has put in trust is the design and development of new generation microprocessors. IIT Madras has also had already come up with its one of the new breed of processors, and PITE, I think in a span of few months, we will be up with our first generation architecture in the microprocessors, which could be used in industry, in the computing, as well as in other control applications. Apart from that, PITE has started a Li-Fi project totally funded by the PITE management, and this project is shaping well. We have already published 2 patents in this new emerging technologies, and we envision that we shall have our new Li-Fi link to ensure that very high speed communication is available apart from TV transmission on light fidelity, a new technology for communications. Our machine intelligence group has also come up with a new machine learning model development toolbox that could create complex machine learning models for the new applications in the area of machine learning. All India Council for Technical Education has already sanctioned a grant of 7 lakh rupees to train the manpower in the area of data science and machine learning for the other institutions, and soon we'll have a number of short-term training programs for the other institutions or for the other institutions. On account of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the data science, I can vouch for that we have the requisite expertise available with us. On that account, I could convey on behalf of PITE that in case any school is desirous of training their manpower, their teachers in the area of artificial intelligence or in Python program, we can work along with that institution. That school can always request, and we will be happy to help the institution, that particular school, to develop artificial intelligence and Python level programming courses for their 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th students. I congratulate all my colleagues selected for the Shikshak Samman, and we remain grateful to you for your exceptional contribution in the era of this pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, with this gratitude, thank you very much. Man, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for throwing light on the incredible efforts of our institute. It was indeed an insightful address. Feel so blessed to have a personality like you in our institute. So now I would like to request Shri Dheeraj Tripathi to kindly address us all. Sir is the regional head of India's most circulated newspaper, that is Dainik Bhaskar. Sir is associated with the brand for last 20 years. With such a vast experience, it's an honor to welcome you, sir. So over to you.
थैंक यू गीतांजलि। मैं आज की सभा में उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य लोग, मैडम नीता खन्ना जी जो मुख्य अतिथि के तौर पे इस कार्यक्रम में विराजमान हैं, वाइस चांसलर कुरुक्षेत्र, प्रद्युमन सिंह जी हरियाणा पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन के डिप्टी सेक्रेटरी, हमारे इस कार्यक्रम के हमारे सहभागी राकेश तायल जी जिनके विचार का आज फलीभूत रूप आज हम देख रहे हैं, जिस कार्यक्रम में हम यहाँ सम्मिलित हैं, हमारे स्पॉन्सर विकास पत्रा जी, और आज की इस सभा में उपस्थित गुरुजन और हमारे सम्माननीय शिक्षकगण और इस समाज को दिशा देने वाले जो लोग हैं, उन लोगों का वंदन करके आज हम अभिभूत हैं और गौरवान्वित हैं। तो मैं दैनिक भास्कर परिवार की तरफ से आप सब लोगों का मैं पुनः भरपूर तहे दिल से स्वागत करना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि आज इस पेंडेमिक के दौर के अंदर जब समाज दिशा भ्रमित हो रहा है, तो निश्चित तौर पे आप जैसे गुरुजनों को, जो बच्चों को न केवल दिशा और शिक्षा देते हैं, बल्कि आज समाज आपकी तरफ एक अलग नज़रिए से देख रहा है। तो हमें आपको इस मौके के ऊपर, इस कठिन घड़ी के अंदर, इस कठिन समय के अंदर सम्मानित करते हुए बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रसन्नता का अनुभव हो रहा है। दैनिक भास्कर समूह समय समय के ऊपर कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ के तहत कोई भी यदि इस प्रकार के कार्य आते हैं तो उसको पूरी जिम्मेदारी के साथ उसका वहन कर उसको आगे बढ़ाने का प्रयास करता है। और इसी कड़ी में जब पहली बार तायल साहब के साथ हमारी चर्चा हुई और जब ये हुआ कि हमें इस पर लीड लेनी चाहिए, तो सोनीपत, पानीपत और करनाल जिले के और शिक्षकगण हैं, उन सब लोगों को हम लोगों ने तय किया कि आज इस कार्यक्रम के अंदर सम्मानित करेंगे। ये कार्यक्रम ऑनलाइन हम कर रहे हैं, हमेशा ऑफलाइन किया करते थे। ये भी एक पेंडेमिक का अनुभव है। आज सारे ऑफिसेज जो हैं ऑनलाइन चल रहे हैं, हम लोग हर रोज नई चीज सीख रहे हैं और बिल्कुल एक नया रूप हर मानव का परिवर्तित हो रहा है। हर मुश्किल समय के अंदर हम लोग अपनी कमजोरियों को बहुत पास से देख पाते हैं, पहचान पाते हैं, उसमें सुधार करने की एक गुंजाइश हमें नजर आती है। वो दौर से हम गुजर रहे हैं और इस दौर में निश्चित तौर पे हम सब लोग मानकर चलते हैं कि बहुत सारी लर्निंग्स लेकर जब ये पेंडेमिक का दौर खत्म होगा और फिर हम पूरी ताकत के साथ हिंदुस्तान जो एक नई इकोनॉमिक पावर के तौर के ऊपर हर तरफ से बताया जाता है, तो उस नई शक्ति के पुंज के रूप के अंदर जब हम फिर से अवतरित होंगे, तो हम अपने आप में एक सक्षम पुरुष और नारी के तौर के ऊपर आगे बढ़ें, ऐसी हम सब लोग उम्मीद करते हैं। और इसकी जिम्मेदारी निश्चित तौर पे शिक्षकों की है और मैं पुनः आप सब लोगों का स्वागत करता हूं इस कार्यक्रम में। हमें आज सम्मिलित होकर वाकई बड़ा गौरव का अनुभव हो रहा है। दैनिक भास्कर समूह ने लाइफ में पॉजिटिव सोच को क्रिएट करने के लिए समय समय पर काफ़ी काम किया है। हम लोग मंडे को नो नेगेटिव न्यूज़पेपर निकालते हैं। उसमें हम लोगों का प्रयास रहता है कि हम लोग जितने भी पॉजिटिव काम हो रहे हैं, एक आइडिया जब ये पहली बार हमारे एमडी श्री सुधीर अग्रवाल जी के पास जब उनके विचार में आया, तो उन्होंने इस आइडिया को एज अ मीडिया समूह, पहला मीडिया समूह है जिसने इस आइडिया के ऊपर काम किया और हम लोगों ने हर मंडे को हमारा अखबार जो है वो पॉजिटिव सोच से भरपूर रहता है और हम समाज के अंदर हमारी सारी टीम, हमारे सारे रिपोर्टर्स पूरे हफ्ते उसके ऊपर काम करते हैं और समाज में जहाँ कहीं भी एक उदाहरण, अनुकरणीय चीज कहीं पर नजर आती है तो उसको हम लोग स्टोरी को पिकअप करते हैं और ना केवल लोकल लेवल पर बल्कि नेशनल लेवल पर उसको प्रकाशित करने का हम प्रयास करते हैं। तो आज के इस फोरम में जो जितने भी लोग उपस्थित हैं, तो मैं उनसे निवेदन भी करूंगा कि यदि इस मुश्किल समय के अंदर ऐसे कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स आपको नजर आते हैं तो आप निश्चित तौर पे, मेरा नंबर भी यहाँ स्क्रीन पर आपको दिख रहा है, आप शेयर करिएगा। और दैनिक भास्कर पत्र समूह से संबंधित यदि किसी भी प्रकार का कोई फीडबैक या कोई जुड़ाव या कुछ सामाजिक सरोकार का कार्य हम लोग मिलकर कर सकें तो आप निश्चित तौर पे मुझे किसी भी वक्त याद कर सकते हैं। आप सब लोगों को पुनः बहुत बहुत बधाई, अग्रिम शुभकामनाएं, क्योंकि इस मुश्किल के दौर के अंदर आप ही असली हीरोज हैं। आप शिक्षक ही इस समाज को आगे ले जा पाएंगे, ऐसा हमारा पूर्ण विश्वास है। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Thank you so very much, sir, for this encouraging address. We're so glad to have you amongst us today. Now I feel elated in inviting this eminent personality. It's always a delight to hear his precious, priceless, and valuable words. Shri Rakesh Tyal, an alumnus of University of Cardiff, UK, and Vice Chairman PIE, an industrialist turned philanthropist, educationist, thought leader, and management strategist. The way he leads the institute talks about his vision very evidently. His dedication and consistent efforts have led to the tremendous growth of the institute. Having 22 years of rich experience, this personality has not only outsmarted many by his far-sighted thinking abilities, but has also taken the name of the institute to greater heights in the era of cutthroat competition. He's been able to establish student-faculty exchange programs with the universities of USA, UK, Germany, Sweden, Holland, Singapore, Japan, and so on, which gives PIE an extra edge over its contemporaries and competitors. So I heartily welcome you, sir, on today's event. Over to you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone, and with special thanks to our VC ma'am, Professor Neeta Khanna, and the guest of honor, Padman Singh ji, and Mr. Dheeraj from Dainik Bhaskar, and all the distinguished guests, principals from different schools. Really, I want to show my gratitude to you that because of all this pandemic situation which is around us, these principals, these administrators, you have shown up beautifully. You have taken care of the students. You have taken care of, your faculty members, because the parents were not paying the fees at the, right time. So there was a lot of confusion, chaos going on everywhere. So many parents, they were coming to you and discussing about this particular issue. So it was very difficult to run a school or an institution in this difficult times. And to come up in this, and to represent your institution and lead your institution in such a difficult situation. So credit goes to you. But one thing which we all have learned during this tough time is that is collaborative efforts can do a lot of things. As our director sir has rightly said that we are into this education 4.0 and it has changed everything. And this is, a kind of a situation, this is a kind of a time when we need to change ourselves. And this pandemic has given some kind of an, push to this kind of an effort. Otherwise, in the normal times, we would not have looked into this particular aspect. That is how to engage our students, both offline and online. So one arm was totally neglected. But because of this pandemic, the people have evaluated, they have understand the importance of this particular thing, that is how to get connected with the whole world, right, on virtual platform. Now we have to move towards blended education. Now we have to move towards flip-based education, project-based learning. And this is what we are doing from the last 1.5 years. We are talking about education 4.0, but the people were not paying due regards to all these, the new things which is there in the whole world. But now they have experienced it themselves. We have come up with all these new emerging technologies, which is going to be the buzzword in times to come. Now, all the industries are not going to ask for, okay, fine, I need a computer science engineer, but without advanced, emerging areas, these engineers will have no say. They will have no market for all these kind of things. Even like the students, they get into some conventional courses like BSc or BCom honors or things like that. So we cannot say that these courses are redundant courses, but you have to blend these courses with some kind of an emerging technologies. If you're doing a BCom honors, then you can blend it with some kind of a business analytics course, right? Which the industry will demand, because every industry will be needing some kind of a thing which is going to deal with data, right? So you need to deal with data. You should know that how to deal with all this kind of statistics and information which is available. Who is going to take care of the data? They are going to rule the world. Why India has banned some kind of an applications from China, why China and America is having a fight on this. This is all because of data. These the countries, they have their own social sites, this and that. So what they do, they keep a tap on what you are doing, where the market is behaving. So where the data is, you have the key. So we are very demographic dividend is in our favor. We have the largest youth population. The only thing is we need to show them the path. If we all together can understand these things, and we can do some kind of an awareness in all, like our students and the parents community, we can do wonders. So we need to work on these new emerging areas. The new emerging areas which talks about AI, which talks about cybersecurity, which talks about augmented reality, virtual reality, and things like that. So we have come up with this kind of a very unique initiative from PIT, that is setting up of the biggest startup incubation in the whole North India. So this is the building which you can see on the screen. This is the new building which has come up at PIT. So which is going to house all these kind of new emerging areas. And to start with, so we have started with the Super 30 batch. So all the principals are there. So, we want to take this privilege in announcing that, we have already started this PCAT test series, wherein we are taking 30 students and we will be sponsoring 100% of their fees for these 30 students, right? So these 30 students, along with these 30 students, we are also coming up with the mirror batch of Super 30. So to have that kind of a competitive spirit going on, if the students who are already selected into Super 30, when they don't perform, then the mirror batch can replace these students. And the mirror batch will get some kind of a scholarship between 25% to 75%. So that is what the key is. And we don't want these students to become, the job seekers. We want them to start the business of their own. And we will have all the people who are going to help them all, see them through, how they can establish their own startup. And we have also tied up with the people from United Nations Incubation Center, Mr. Rajiv Gulati, who's going to be here with us every week, 2 days, he's going to be with us. So he's going to be helping us how to establish all these kind of an association and participation with the industry, how the industry is going to come with us. And we will be offering free space to all the industry, like, the startup industry people. So who can take the space here in PIT for free, right? So like some people who got married over here, some kind of like women, they are employed in Bangalore or Chandigarh, or they're employed in Pune. They're married to someone in Panipat, Sonipat, and Karnal. They want to have their own business space, office space. So they can have it for free at PIT. What we want in return from them is some kind of an exposure to our students so that they can get internships and the live projects while they are studying. So we are not just limiting themselves to our, routine curriculum kind of a thing. We want them to, get some kind of a flavor of what exactly industry look like, how these projects are done, right? So we can make them, business ready day one. So we want the contribution, and if any, because we have done all this kind of infrastructure and the system in place, what we want is the best of the best fuel, which can run it. We want the best of the best. And these kind of students who don't possess that kind of a financial background, right? But these students have that kind of a skill, that kind of an, ambition to go high and rule the world. We want this kind of a recommendation from all the principals and the staff members who are listening to us, that please refer us some good students wherein you find that kind of a zeal and that kind of an skill set. So if we don't want anyone like the students who have 95% more and this and that, we want the student who's extra smart, how to do things, how to present himself. He has participated in certain kind of projects, and because the teacher, who knows them better than the teachers? So we want some kind of a reference thing from, the principal side. So, and we have already selected 20 students for our Super 30 batch. So 10 students, we are looking forward that we will be getting it from the principal side. If you recommend someone, please let us know. We will have the final test, the final round, which is going to be scheduled in another 4-5 days. So if you send us some kind of a references, okay, fine, this person is really good at, they have participated in a lot of projects and they are good in projects or science or whatever domain it is, we don't mind, but the thing is the student should be willing and is capable of, out of the box thinking, right? He should be creative. He should know how to do the critical things. And, we don't need some kind of people who are good at cramming the things, because education 4.0 doesn't talk about it. It is more about, innovations and creativity and critical thinking. And that is what we want to have at PITE. And together we can do a lot of things. If any institution wants anything, as Dr. Said has said, in robotics, in AI, or in VR, AR, or any kind of thing. So we are open to engage any of your students at any time. So our all kind of labs are open for your faculty members and students, so they can come and visit us. And if anyone of you wants to experience the new kind of these emerging areas, we would be happy to extend our help to them. And I'm extremely blissful to have all these distinguished personalities in the virtual platform today. And thank you, VC ma'am, for sparing your valuable time. Over to ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Undoubtedly, it's always a delight to hear you out. Your perspective and vision certainly reflect in your each address. Now, I would like to request Mr. Arindam Bhattacharya to kindly moderate for the interactive session. Over to you, sir.
Gitanjali ma'am, thanks a lot. And I think I'd like to really compliment the teachers and all the principals and educators, and of course VC ma'am, the Dhuman sir, for actually patiently listening to all of us talking about the initiatives that have happened in the PITE as well, Dainik Bhaskar, Vidya Mandir classes. I think maybe I won't take much time for moderating, but I believe there are a lot of great things that this education fraternity has done at their own level. It's very important that we bring out and share those best practices, because I come from a slightly corporate background also. We always believe ideas flow once you share best practices. And that is where you learn as individuals, as a group, and that is where the society evolves. But at the end of the day, if you're in the noble, I call this education being a noble profession. In a noble profession, the onus is on us to actually create and transform the society by sharing our vision and what we do with the next generation, the people, so on, so that they can take it forward. At this point, I think I'd like to ask Rakesh the one simple question, because that is something I'm really tempted and actually knowing, because I actually read about PIIT doing a lot of work there. But I actually interact with a lot of students across different space. Students actually still thinking BTech, or what we call normal BTech, as one of those things which is for the future. But somewhere along the line, I believe PIET has introduced a program like BTech Honors, and I think that's a program which you've introduced. And I think many people in this education sector would also know about it. But could you just add, with the new education policy having come in with Education 4.0, how do you see this BTech Honors as a degree panning out, and what is the advantage a student would have if he goes for a BTech Honors degree instead of a BTech program? So I think my question to you is about, if you could just share your vision about what prompted you to get BTech Honors as a part of the AICTE mandate and as a part of this program. And obviously, with the VC ma'am being here, I think it's a perfect and fantastic platform to have this, I think, a discussion on this little bit. So,
see, the thing is, the basic difference between a BTech and BTech Honors is like, in normal BTech, like it's a kind of a very conventional course which you've been doing, for the last 50 years. Right, but this BTech Honors is something like, it's a kind of like peep into future and get some kind of a specialization in certain kind of emerging fields. So this is also a kind of an platform wherein you can have some kind of an cross study also, in between two different departments. If you're working in EC department and you want to have some kind of a specialization in computer science, that is also very much possible. So it is interdiscipline approach also, and you can also do specialization in the same department as well. So these are the two different options which is provided in this BTech honors program. And the beauty is, like, you have to study 20 more credits. So in the conventional BTech program, you used to have 160 credits, which is divided like 40 credits in every year. Now you have to do 20 credits, which starts from the third semester onwards, and it is divided into 6 semesters, right? So overall, it means that you have to study one subject more from third semester onwards, right? And the thing is, like, as said before also, that now the world wants something about the new industry 4.0 industrial revolution. They want something in the new emerging areas, and we were having very less kind of a curriculum which was based on these new emerging areas. So it was beautifully now planned into to blend the conventional and the new system in the one go. So you cannot replace all the branches in that particular fashion. So it is better if you can blend the things, like what is present in your existing system, and how you can beautifully map up to the requirement of the industry, which they require in a few years down the line. So you have to be ahead of the industries in one go. So, in one way. So this is a kind of one good initiative which is taken by AICTE, and, equally accepted and taken up by our Kurukshetra University, as well as all the courses of the BTech programs and the all emerging areas. So the university was very fast and, very much positive about that these new things and new developments have taken place. So they should adapt it, and the benefit could be, given to the students and society at large. So I would ask all the principals and, all the edu leaders to take this initiative forward and have some kind of seminars and webinars so that they can, educate the students who are studying in 10th class or 11th class so that they can understand these new concepts, because they don't, get misled by the kind of information, which is already there in the domain, because they go the conventional and, the kind of a route which their parents or their siblings have gone through. So it is better to know the things from the experts, and this is, this is one kind of suggestion and request to all the edu leaders to understand this very particular concept, because education is changing very fast. This is what I can understand. What we have learned in the last 1.5 years, we have not learned that in the last 20 years. So this is what, the scale of, the change which has happened. So this is the kind of a disruption which has happened, and this has happened for all the good thing. And this is the India's turn now, if we really want to be at the top, because as Director Sir has said, that we have missed the bus in Industrial Revolution 1, actually not missed the bus, because that has overturned our bus, because we were very much there in the steering, on the steerings, steering the wheels at the time when the, Britishers, they come up with the Industrial Revolution 1.0. But now again, the wheel is changing, and this is our turn. If we have to take it in the right manner, we will not excel if we still think on copying the things. We have to, make our own way, and that is the only possibility that can happen, that is through the emerging technologies.
Thank you, Rakesh sir. I think wonderfully said. I think I'd just like to add one short note here before we can move to the subsequent part. I think I somewhere believe in this entire education process. I think information sharing is the key, because somewhere we've seen over the years as a nation, we have always been reactive to change rather than being the drivers of that change. So somewhere, as today, PITE has introduced BTech honors, maybe by the time the world wakes up to it, maybe we would have lost the bus and we have missed out those critical 4 or 5 years in that journey. So it is very important at this level of educators, all of us can actually pass this message to one and all. I think that's why I rather call webinars more as information sessions, I think that can really help. At this point, I think rather wasting much time, I think a lot of educators are here. I can see many of them have actually raised their hands. In case you'd like to share some great practices that you've adopted or followed over the past 6 months, which is really, you believe has actually, is an idea which is worth sharing and which others can also look at going forward. Because I think there are a lot of issues like the internet penetration of the connectivity would have been a major issue. How to actually deal and get students to do on projects on a kind of a virtual platform. And there have been a lot of challenges you've faced as a heads of institutions, teachers, and I think, so in case someone would like to come and share that view or maybe put that comment up, you can put in the chat box. So I think, Sushil sir, would you like to share something? If so, you can just put in a, yes sir, we can unmute you. Yeah, Sweetie ma'am, okay. Sweetie ma'am is from Arya Girls. Sweetie ma'am, would like to, Sweetie Chikara ma'am, would you like to share your experience and what you've done? So we can just unmute you so that you can just speak up. Sweetie ma'am, can we just unmute Sweetie ma'am? Yeah, Rekha ma'am, you'd like to speak up something? Because I think if ma'am could be unmuted. Yeah, Puneet sir, Krishna sir, if you could just unmute Rekha ma'am, because I think I can see her hands raised. So I think if ma'am could just speak up.
I've permitted Rekha ma'am. She just need to unmute.
Yeah, Rekha ma'am, you can just unmute and share your views and thoughts. Please ma'am. It will be an honor and absolute privilege to hear you out. Oh, I think, okay. Anyone else? Sweetie ma'am, can we just hear Sweetie ma'am in case you're interested? Okay. Vijay sir, would you like to share something? Maybe you can unmute Vijay sir and we can have Vijay sir's views there, in case Vijay sir can be there. Fair enough. Rakesh sir, just one small thing, because I think I would like your input and as to what is the vision you're seeing with the PITE NCR College, and how do you see in the PITE NCR College, even in traditional setup, how do you see the startup ecosystem blending with them in the PITE NCR College? Because you've been an economics honors graduate, you've traveled across the globe, studied at the University of Wales, Cardiff, and I think with a course like economics honors and a startup combination, how do you see these two things, or a conventional degree in English honors and startup? How do you visualize that before we move to the final part of the session, sir?
What we have seen in the conventional degree colleges, the students, they just go over there to, have kind of a degree, but there is very, less kind of an, some kind of a relation between, the skill set training, enhancing their personality, understanding businesses or knowing something about what is there in the emerging technologies. So the new education policy, which has recently come up, it talks about, a college, which should have, different kind of courses in the campus. So the students can learn from each other. So this is how you can, improve your personality. You can improve your general knowledge as a whole, because this is not kind of a thing. This is not kind of an, the learning should be more sustainable. And it should be more practical, and it should be more project-based and experiential-based system. So even if you're doing, as I said before also, if you're doing BCom honors or you're doing eco honors, and side by side, if you're doing some kind of an, skill-based kind of an course like in business analytics or in some kind of a digital networking software or some, something in, business entrepreneurship, so how to, work on Excel and how to present yourself among the people. So these kind of trainings are must if you really want to come up in these, in times to come. So you need to train yourself well, and you should not waste your time in you just attending the boring lectures, because these are the time of the past. So now you have to engage students into more interactive sessions. And then the flip-based learning and all this kind of blended educations come into the forefront. So now you have to present a whole new education systems, And because the world is changing and you have to change accordingly. If you don't change, then you will be no more, you know. So this is how and I see this things evolving. And so that is the reason, like, we have come up with the, you know, all these courses, because Education 4.0 will talk about all these conventional courses, because that talks about creativity. And that's why you have a fashion engineering, so fashion design. So it talks about the languages, it talks about spirituality, it talks about, you know, understanding the basic needs of the life, you know, it talks about how you have to be contented. So all these basic science courses or the basic courses will remain in forum for it. But the thing is how you deal with them and how you understand these courses, that is, you know, very pertinent question. Over to you, Arindam. Over to you, Arindam. I guess he is busy somewhere else.
Absolutely. Rakesh, actually, I'm getting flooded with the request for the question answers. Krishna sir, could you just, क्या Kiran ma'am को थोड़ा
we are allowed to talk.
Yeah, please, Kiran ma'am, please, ma'am. Kiran ma'am, please share your initiatives. I'm desperate to listen to, and I think everybody would be actually. Please, ma'am, Kiran ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Mr. Arindam Bhattacharya ji. And thank you, PITE, for organizing such a wonderful session. I'll not take much time. I know so many things are there. It is yet to start the function. And as Mr. Rakesh Nair is telling, so many things, which initiatives they have taken up. I appreciate the efforts of artificial intelligence, the evaluation education. And I just wanted to share that during the pandemic, schools have been putting in a lot of efforts. I must say the teachers are the kingpin who has brought in all the changes. And the main change which has come up is improvement of life skills, be it sympathy, empathy, sharing, caring, collaboration, or the communication skills. It has improved dramatically. I mean, within a day, things have changed, and the importance of change is recognized and realized now. So this is the very good thing that has come up, and teachers have changed and they're putting in their best efforts. And the best practices which we are following is that we are connecting more to the parents and to the students nowadays. We are more connected. I mean, what we felt that there were some gaps, communication gaps, or maybe we were not able to meet the parents so frequently. Now everything has been taken away through these virtual meetings, virtual tours of their houses. We are more close and closer to the parents as well as to the students. We do morning assemblies virtually, we do PTMs, we do everything. So this is the best practice that we are doing. And I think the children and the teachers have become more confident and they're more connected to each other. So this connection, as per new education policy, also the collaboration and classrooms have gone beyond the walls, the four walls. Teaching and learning is now by everyone. I mean, all the students are learning, even the parents are learning, and everyone is a teacher. A grandma is a teacher, a grandfather is a teacher, a mother is a teacher, the father is a teacher, and a student is also a teacher. In some ways, these are the things which have evolved and which we are following, and we take this in a very, very positive way, and we are doing our efforts best. I think Bright Scholar in school, every child has become more confident and every teacher has become more confident through various, of course, various trainings were there, rigorous sessions were there, but now things have improved a lot. So this is what I wanted to share, and I must appreciate the efforts which PITE is doing. I'm very happy to know and learn about artificial intelligence, cyber safety, all the efforts and the wisdom in the mandir, and this test which you are doing, Super 70, brilliant. That's very good, and I would look forward to associate more with PITE, and I'll be recommending some students, even my teachers. I look forward to you for trainings and associations.
I think we just lost ma'am in the last part.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, ma'am, absolutely. I think it's an absolute honor to hear you and privilege to hear you out. Ma'am, I think you just said one thing. It reminded me of my school days about 25 years back, about a term we read. It was Boundaryless World. Maybe because this COVID was forced upon us, We stepped out of a comfort zone and we shattered all the boundaries. And virtually, this is the boundaryless world. And this is the power of education, the teachers.
Yes.
And that is where I think everyone in this space who are here needs to be complimented. And I think we can only self-applaud each other and give a big hand to each of this. And this actually, the chain of claps should flow forward. I think I'll take one more question because then we'll have to actually move into the felicitation part, because otherwise we'll just get delayed. If Anju ma'am, we could just come up, and Anju ma'am, if you're okay sharing your views, Krishna, you can actually unmute Miss ma'am Anju Quatra ma'am, in case Anju Quatra ma'am would like to share some views. Yeah. Anju ma'am, please do share some of your experiences about this. अगर आप कुछ हमें हमसे शेयर करना चाहे, प्लीज करें अंजु मैम. Anyone, Sweetie ma'am, if Anju ma'am, I think कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है अंजु मैम के शायद उसमें. Sweetie ma'am, would you like to share something? Sweetie Chikara ma'am. Krishna ji, see if Sweetie ma'am could be unmuted.
They are allowed to talk. They just need to unmute.
Yeah, please.
Can you hear me? Anju Quatra.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am. Please.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Good evening, all eminent dignitaries and highly accomplished educationists present over here. First of all, I wish to extend my thanks for inviting me and to be a part of this great event, Shikshak Samman Divas. I also wish to congratulate and appreciate when the whole world is catapulted into this unprecedented crisis and situation due to pandemic COVID-19. I hope everyone present here very well understand that role of a teacher has increased multifolds in present scenario. As very well mentioned in the invite sent to us, that teaching is field of intellect, hard work, courage, facing challenges, taking tasks, taking risks, and at the same time playing the role of a mentor, guide, role model, and psychologist. Also rightly said that being a teacher is never easier, and those who choose this profession are real heroes. And these days, they are literally proving themselves that they are real heroes. We at St. Xavier's High School are also trying our best to keep the students motivated and de-stressed in this difficult situation. Our school is only school in Panipat city to provide Wi-Fi dongles to students so that this difficult situation does not become an obstacle in this online studies. In future also, we'll continue to provide all possible support to the students of our school. And I wish all the best to all honorable principals and teachers present over here and appreciate their commendable efforts in these tough times. And I also wish all the best to the Dainik Bhaskar team and Vidya Mandir classes team and PIDE Institute for all their future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anju ma'am, for your wonderful words and words of wisdom. I call it words of wisdom because you learn each day. And I think from your experience, you should learn on it. I'd like to just ask last question because I am feeling so bad, but we're running under time pressure. Else I would have taken all questions. Agar Mohan sir, if you're here, Mr. Mohan Singh sir, if sir could be unmuted, if Mohan Singh sir, please share your views on this entire way this pandemic has happened. What are the changes you believe that, and what is the way that you believe in this new education policy we would need to take our steps forward? Mohan Singh sir, so you can unmute.
Yeah. Good evening, one and all.
So can we just see you? I think there's a request that a lot of people want to
actually, there's some problem in the cameras, I think so. Okay, not a problem. Good evening all, whether you are able to hear me?
Absolutely, sir. Yes. Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir. Carry on, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, one and all. Whether you are able to hear me, please.
Yes, sir. We're surely able to hear you, sir. Please carry on.
First of all, I would like to thank all of you, the PIDE and other associate member, that they have invited all of us And in the present situation, whatever we are doing is a part of our work culture, and it's our duty to maintain the things as per our standard. It is very much sure that whatever it is going to be happen in 2022, that is as per our Honorable Prime Minister, that we are going to introduce the new national education policy. So whatever we had done in the last 6 months, it is going to be a basic building block for the NEP 2020. And the nutshell that the ma'am has already explained you, whatever the basic thing that we have taken, because it's a common platform that we peoples are doing, discussing with one another, with the teacher, with the principals, and because we are doing just like a family. And the best thing that happened in the last 6 months, particularly, is the better communication in between the teacher taught and the parents. And I think it is going to be a best fruit in the incoming era, not only for us, for our nation, for our beloved country. So at the end, because time is running out, I'm very thankful to all of you. PITE is always a helping hand to all of us from the last 12 years. The JPS Academy from the last 14 years, and PITE, I'm very thankful to the members and the visiting assistant professor and all the associate, and they are providing each and every help to us, every era, whatever the competition or whatever the guidance that we sought time to time. So thank you very much for all support, and particularly I'm glad to hear you from your side about the BTech honors, and that is going to be add another star to the student future. So thank you very much from JPS Academy, and let me hope all the best for each and everybody. Thank you.
I think, thank you, Mohan sir. I think I was itching to hear you out for a while, and I'm extremely sorry because I think we are running extremely pressed with time, and I think we just could not feel that about 1 hour 25 minutes is gone, and we just started, and I think we're actually running late, but I think it was a really enriching session hearing all you educators out. An absolute honor. So I think maybe certain questions answered later. Obviously, this is not the last time. This is just a beginning. We'll obviously connect again. We'll again speak. I think at this point, I'd like to just go back to Gitanjali ma'am for the final lap of the session. Gitanjali ma'am, over to you.
Yeah, so this session was certainly very, very motivating and encouraging. So thank you so much, Kiran ma'am, Anju ma'am, Mohan sir, Rakesh sir, and of course you, Arindam sir, for your wonderful insights. Thank you. So now the time has come to invite our guest of honor, Shri Pradyuman Singh ji, who is presently the Deputy Secretary of Haryana Public Service Commission and EO at Haryana Shahri Vikas Pradhikaran. It's an honor for all of us that Sir has done law from our own Kurukshetra University. Sir has rich experience of more than a decade of practicing law in the High Court and later serving various prominent positions such as GM in Chandigarh Roadways, Secretary in Regional Transport Authority and Zonal Authority, SDM of Rathiya, Kurukshetra and Uchana. So it's indeed an honor for all of us to have you here, sir. Over to you. Pradyuman sir, can you hear me? Pradyuman sir, are you there?
I guess due to some technical problem, Pradyuman sir is not here right now.
Okay. So I suppose in this case we should move forward then.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, please.
Okay. It's a sheer honor for me to introduce this personality, Professor Dr. Neeta Khanna, Vice Chancellor, Kurukshetra University. Madam, with rich experience in teaching, research, and administration, is an eminent scientist and educationist. She has more than 100 research publications, including 4 patents. In addition to that, she has guided more than 15 government projects. In addition to the contribution in the research, ma'am has also handled positions such as Director Research and Chairman of Women's Cell Committee of the Lala Lajpat Rai University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Professor and Head, Department of Livestock Products Technology in CCS Haryana Agricultural University. So to have a personality of such great repute amongst us is indeed a blessing for all of us. I cordially welcome you, ma'am, on today's event. Over to you.
Namaskar. Good evening, all of you. I'm very pleased to note that Panipat Institute of Engineering and Technology and Dainik Bhaskar, in association with Vidya Mandir classes, is organizing Shikshak Samman Samarot 2020. And this is to honor the education warriors who have been remarkably administering and leading the institution even in these challenging times of COVID-19. I'm very happy to see the online presence of Shri Rakesh Tayal, Vice Chairman PIE, Professor Shakti Kumar, Director PIE, eminent personalities, awardees of this Samman Samaro, and media persons. Undoubtedly, teachers are going the extra mile during this pandemic to ensure a smoother transition from physical classrooms to virtual sessions, and they have left no stone unturned to make it a success. So honoring the master class is a form of gratitude to all the efforts put in by all the teachers who are not less than warriors. We are immensely proud of the teaching community, and teachers have embraced the present grim situation with positivity and use it as a growth opportunity. Our teachers have been incredible as they leapt with zeal, commitment, creativity into this new way of online teaching. Online teaching could only be possible with the support and guidance of the proficient leaders and hardworking attitude of teachers. Hence, this time we all are extending our sincere reverence and respect to all the education warriors who led the teams in their war against COVID-19. On this occasion, I congratulate whole teaching fraternity in tough times in general and participant awardees in particular for this noble cause. I also believe that this kind of program will add significant enthusiasm in teaching fraternity as well as in the society. I also congratulate management and administration of Panipat Institute of Engineering and Technology, Vidya Mandir classes, and Dainik Bhaskar for today's visionary program. I am also thankful to the organizers for inviting me on this occasion. I believe we will surely win in this grim situation of pandemic due to significant contribution of all the corona warriors. So thank you all. God bless you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
So thank you so very much, ma'am. Indeed an honor for us to have your presence today. It was certainly a very great experience to hear you out. This experience would certainly resonate with us. So now the time has come for which we all have gathered today, the felicitation ceremony. So I would like to seek permission from Professor Dr. Neeta Khanna ji, Shri Pradyuman ji if he is here, and Shri Dheeraj Tripathi ji so that we can proceed with it. Maybe, ma'am, sir?
Yeah, you can start now.
Okay, thank you. Now I request Krishna Tripathi sir to kindly proceed. So gratitude to Mr. Surendra Rana, Principal SD Senior Secondary School, Jean. Next we have Miss Rita Arora, Principal Maharaja Agrasen Girls Senior Secondary School.
So many congratulations, Mr. Surendra Rana and Madam Ritu Arora.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Next, Mr. Saurabh Bhardwaj, Principal, Jat Senior Secondary School, Jean.
Congratulations,
Next we have
Saurabh.
Next we have Mr. Balbir Singh, Principal, Gopal Vidya Mandir Senior Secondary School, Jean.
Congratulations, Balbir ji.
Next we have Dr. D.D. Vidyarthi, Principal, DAV Public School, Jean.
Congratulations.
Next we have Ms. Gurminder Kaur, Principal, Happy Senior Secondary School, Jean.
Congratulations, madam.
Ms. Sangeeta Sharma, Principal, Guru Dronacharya Public School, Jean.
Congratulations, Madam Sangeeta.
Next we have Mr. Bajendra Singh, Principal, Arun Public School, Jean.
Congratulations.
Next we have Rashmi Vidyarthi, Principal, DAV Public School, Jean.
बहुत बहुत बधाई, Madam Rashmi.
Next we have Mr. Sushil Rangi, Principal, Dalamwala Public School, Jean. Next we have Mr. Hariom Singh, Principal, Gyan Jyoti Public School. Next we have Mr. Naresh Barar, Principal, Pioneer School. Next we have Mr. Anil Kharab, Principal, BSM Senior Secondary School. Next we have Mr. Vijay Gaur, Principal, SMR International School. Next we have Mr. R.V. Bhardwaj, Principal, MM Public School. Then we have Mr. Mohan Singh, Principal, JPS Academy. Then we have Mr. Roop Krishnan Bhatt, Principal, VVM Public School. Then we have Mr. Sunny Rana, Principal, Adarsh Public School. Then we have Mr. Ashish, Principal, MS Senior Secondary School. Then we have Mr. Vikas Gaba, Principal, Navyuk Senior Secondary School. Next we have Mrs. Minakshi Singh, Principal, BR International Public School. Then we have Mr. Meva Singh, Principal, Nivedita Public School. Thereafter we have Miss Mamta Malik, Principal, John Wesley Convent School. Then we have Miss Mamta Bhola, Principal, Shiksha Bharati Vidyalaya. Then we have Mr. R.P. Sharma, Principal, Vishwakarma Public School. Thereafter we have Miss Sushma Suhag, Principal, Vaish Public School. Then we have Miss Rosie Ahuja, Principal, Baba Banda Bahadur Public School, Rohtak. Thereafter we have Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Principal, Shiksha Bharati Senior Secondary School, Rohtak. Then we have Dr. Rajan Lamba, Principal, Tagore Bal Niketan School. Thereafter we have Miss Shivani Kandola, Principal, Shri Ram Global School. Then we have Mr. Sushil Rana, Principal, Prakash Public School. Then Dr. Jasjeet Sood, Principal, OPS Vidya Mandir. Then we have Miss Kavita Arora, Principal, Sant Nika Singh Public School, Model Town, Karnal. Then we have Miss Sushma Devgan, Principal, Dayal Singh Public School, Main Branch, Karnal. Thereafter we have Dr. Suman Madan, Principal, Delhi Public School. Then we have Miss Amita Singh, Principal, SD Model Senior Secondary School. Then we have Mrs. Harjeet Kaur, Principal, SBS Senior School. Thereafter we have Miss Gurvinder Kaur Tulle, Principal, Sant Nikka Singh Public School, Zarifa Farm, Karnal. Then we have Mr. Rajat Narang, Principal, Vijeta Public School, Karnal. Then we have Miss Kalpana Lathar, Principal, the Millennium School, Karnal. Then we have Miss Mamta Pandey, DAV Centenary Public School, Principal of DAV Centenary Public School. Thereafter, we have Mr. C.L. Kathuria, Principal of Satyanand Public School. Then Dr. Santosh Kumar Devgan, Principal, Geeta Vidya Mandir, Gohana. Then we have Dr. Manjeet Khasa, Principal, OM Public School, Gohana. Then we have Mr. Sachin Sharma, Principal, Jawaharlal Nehru Senior Secondary School. Thereafter we have Mr. K.L. Dureja, Principal, Jain Senior Secondary School. Then we have Mrs. Sudesh, Principal, Haryana Public School. Then Mr. Sushil Bansal, Principal, Government Senior Secondary School, Gari Ujale. Then we have Deepak Maan, Principal, Maan International School. Then we have Sister Safida, Principal, Holy Family Convent School. Thereafter we have Mr. Javeer, Principal, Sher Singh Public School. Then we have Mr. Anil Kumar, GSSS, Banwasa, Gohana. Then we have Mr. Prem Ojha, Principal of Gateway International School, Sonepat. Thereafter we have Mr. N.P. Singh, Principal of Rishikul Vidyapith, Sonipat. Thereafter we have Mr. N.P. Singh. Yeah, we are done with it. Thereafter we have Mr. Mangeram Sharma, Principal of JP Jain Senior Secondary School, Sonipat. Thereafter we have Mr. Vivek Kumar Mittal, Principal of DAV MP School, Sonipat. Thereafter we have Ms. Jyoti Dawar, Principal of Shiva Shiksha Sadan, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Usha Nain, Principal of Tikaram Girls Senior Secondary School, Sonipat. Thereafter we have Mrs. Rajni Malhotra Mekin, Principal of Arya Girls Senior Secondary School. Then we have Ms. Kiran Dalal, Principal of Bright Scholar Senior Secondary School, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Rashmi Grover, Principal of Swanprastha Public School, Sonipat. Thereafter we have Ms. Gitanjali Grover, Principal of Janki Das Kapoor Public School. Then we have Mr. Harendra Sharma, Principal of TDI International School. Thereafter we have Mr. Mukesh Kumar, Principal of JKT International School, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Bhavana Antal, Principal of Shiv Shakti Senior Secondary School. Then we have Ms. Neeru, Principal of Jain Vidya Mandir High School, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Deepika Sharma, Principal of VSPK International School, Sonipat. Then we have Mr. Pushpendra Gupta, Principal of NEET the Foundation, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Renu Bala, Principal of Divinity School, Sonipat. Then we have Mr. Subhash Kumar, Principal of KC Model School, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Rashmi Daya, Principal of Krishna Public School, Sonipat. Then we have Ms. Dimple Sharma, Principal of Shaswat Chetna Senior Secondary School, Sonipat. Then we have Mr. Ankur Rohila, Principal of Golden Harrier School, Sonipat. Then we have Mr. Shankar Lal, Principal of JPDAV Public School, Gannor. Then we have Mr. Rajkumar Golia, Principal of Sant Vivekananda Vidyapeeth. Then we have Mr. Sunil Tyagi, Principal of Pushp Boyd School, Ganor. Then we have Mr. Neeraj Tyagi, Principal of Mother's Pride School, Ganor. Then we have Mr. Narendra, Principal of the Saraswati Shiksha Santan High School, Sonipat. Mr. Narendra. Yes. Then we have Mr. Devendra Singla, Principal of Gyan Vidyapeeth Senior Secondary School. Then we have Ms. Neetu Arora, Principal of Navya Public School. Then we have Ms. Anju Rohila, Principal of Vivekanand Public School, Sonipat. Then we have Mr. Rajesh Kumar, Principal of FS Convent School, Jean. Then we have Ms. Rekha Sharma, Principal of Aryabal Bharti Senior Secondary, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Madhu Dagar, Principal of Government Girls Senior Secondary School, Model Town, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Archana Jain. Ms. Archana Jain, yes, Principal of DPS Panipat City. Then we have Ms. Anju Gupta, Principal of Prayag International School, Panipat. Thereafter we have Mr. Ajay Gupta, Principal of MAST, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Amita Kochar, Principal of the Millennium School, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Jinder Kaur, Principal of KGBV, Jalmana, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Savita Chaudhary, Principal of SDVM, Panipat. Thereafter we have Ms. Manju Sardana, Principal of SD Modern Senior Secondary School, Panipat. Thereafter we have Ms. Meenakshi Shroff, Principal of SDVM City, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Sonia Chawla, Principal of IB Public School, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Meenakshi Arora, Principal of Arya Girls GT Road, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Meenu Chaudhary, Principal of Government Senior Secondary School, Ugrakhari, Panipat. Thereafter we have Ms. Poonam Verma, Principal of Pratap Public School, Panipat. Then we have Mr. Surendra Lal Gupta, Principal of Tagore Public School, Panipat. Then we have Mr. J.P. Malik. Mr. J.P. Malik, Principal of IBS Senior Secondary School, Panipat. Then we have Mr. Harish Panchal. Harish Panchal, Principal of DAV Hudda, Panipat. Then we have Ms. Vanita Tomar, Principal of Dyal Singh Public School, Panipat. Thereafter we have Ms. Madhu Agarwal, Principal of GD Goenka Public School. Then we have Ms. Anupama Sinha, Principal of DAV Public School, Police Public School, Panipat.
नोटिफिकेशन निकलवाने वाली क्या बात थी? आपको पता था, बस
Thereafter we have
ये 400 किलोमीटर 400 पर मंथ विल बी डिडक्टेड फ्रॉम वाइस चांसलर हैज बीन
thereafter we have
I just guess that I think so, yeah, perfect, yeah, please.
Thereafter we have Mr. Deepak Kumar, Principal of Government Senior Secondary School, Jalalpur. Then we have Mr. Angres, Principal of Government Boys Senior Secondary School, Ishrana. Then we have Ms. Sweetie Chikara, Principal of Arya Girls Veer Bhavana, Chowk, Panipat. Then we have Sir Rajesh Kumar, yes, Principal of NAV Navjyoti School, Bapoli, Panipat. Then we have Madam Upasna, Principal of Akshad International School, Bapoli. Then we have Madam Sapna, Principal of DAV Sitnari School, Samaka. Then we have Sir Pramod Rathi. Pramod Rathi, Principal of Himgiri Public School. Then we have Sir Sumer Singh, Principal of Government Senior Secondary School. Then we have Madam Anupama Rai, Principal of Lakshya International School, Noltha, Panipat. Then we have Sir Ramphal Sharma, Principal of VRM Bapoli, Panipat. Then we have Sir Vikram Gandhi, Principal of Victor Public School. Thereafter we have Ma'am Hemlata Balyan, Principal of Arochi Model Senior Secondary School. Then we have Madam Ritu Marhava, Principal of Bal Vikas School, Malta. So, gratitude to everyone. All the efforts have been put in by all of you. So, kudos to all the warriors out there. So, yes, apologies for the ones whose names have not been called here. We will certainly get that done. So, this token of gratitude shall be duly sent to you by our representative. So, yes, once again, kudos to all the warriors. So, once again, I would like to invite Professor Dr. B.B. Sharma sir to kindly say a few words in the honor of all the warriors out here.
दादाजी नोटिंग की कॉपी भेज देते हैं, एफओ को भेजनी थी,
जरूरत ही नहीं थी।
B.B. Sharma sir, are you there?
Ma'am, kindly ask Vijay Tavle sir for vote of thanks, please.
Okay. So maybe there is some technical glitch on his end. So yes, so the time has come where obviously we need to say bye-bye to everyone. So yes, that is why it's time to invite the Dean Engineering of our college to propose a word of thanks. Professor Dr. Vijay Tavle, member CSI, member ISTE, member of British Computer Society Internet Specialist Group UK, a mentor, sagacious path bearer, proficient researcher who carries in his cap a rich experience of 3 decades with colleges and universities in India and abroad. He's been relentlessly working in the field of game-changing technologies and has authored various research articles in international journals of high repute. So this man of letters is a true usher and guide for the current generation to whom he leads with his experience. So to create a recency effect, his words would certainly contribute to the perfect ending. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Special thanks are due to our Vice Chancellor, Madam Neeta Khanna. I could see that she is still in the office working, and simultaneously she was, involved in this function right from the word go. Continuously, she was here. She congratulated the winners, and madam, certainly words are short. आपने जिस तरीके से अपना समय दिया, जिस एनर्जी को हम महसूस कर पा रहे थे आपके इस gesture के जरिए, commendable. Thanks a lot for being here, congratulating winners, and calling teachers Corona warriors. Because otherwise the Corona warriors जो शब्द है वो बहुत ही specific use हो रहा है. Thanks a lot. Pradyumna Singh sir, Deputy Secretary HPSC, although we could not hear you, but certainly yes, your presence means a lot. We are thankful to you. Vikas Batra ji, Vidya Mandir classes से, Dheeraj Tripathi ji, Bhaskar समूह से, और respected principals and directors for being there throughout and participating in this function. Without you, this function would not have been possible. We are actually, feeling proud in honoring you all. Thanks for all the good work that you have done. हमारे लिए आप एक बहुत अच्छा फाउंडेशन बना करके देते हैं जिस पर हम आगे बिल्डिंग खड़ी करते हैं और हम बोलते हैं कि बच्चों ने बीटेक कर लिया, बच्चों ने बीसीए कर लिया, बीबीए कर लिया. But actually it is 12 years of hard work done by you and the faculty members at the school जो हमें ये पौधे देता है जिनको हम पेड़ बना पाते हैं. बीज से लेकर के बड़ा करने का काम, पौधे बनाने तक का काम तो आप ही करते हैं जो सबसे मुश्किल काम होता है. I am thankful to our management जिनके बगैर कुछ भी पॉसिबल नहीं है। जिनका गाइडेंस, जिनका मोटिवेशन, जिनका डेडिकेशन, डिटर्मिनेशन, इसके लिए कोई शब्द ही नहीं है। Our director sir, HODs and PIDE fraternity for doing such a wonderful job. Special thanks are due to the backend team जिनके बगैर ये delivery possible नहीं है। One thing before I say thank you all, there may be cases of some spelling mistakes or mistakes in the names, or we may have missed someone. I am sorry if something of this nature has happened, and assure you that all such things will be taken care of. Our team members will take care of all this. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of management, Shubham sir wants to say something, I suppose. So yes, Shubham sir, I request you to kindly say a few words. I know after word of thanks, we so don't expect, right? But
no, but probably he must have felt the same. So may echo the same feelings.
Thank you, Dr. Thawle and Gitanjali ma'am. I just wanted to say that, like Dr. Thawle said, there were few ifs and buts, throughout. I hope you all can understand, when we are doing something online, this, we tend to happen some mistakes on our end. We apologize if we've missed some of the names. I can recall few names on our end, and I could not wait for the program to get over without taking their names. So I just want to, take few names that I remember at the back of my head. Miss Anupama Shah from Bal Vikas School, Panipat. Miss Rekha Bajaj ma'am from PIDE School, NFL Township. Miss Vaishali Arora ma'am from PIDE School, Huda. Sorry if we missed few names, but we'll definitely get back to everyone with their with the memento of our appreciation towards all the principals of the schools, and with the certifications that we've showed online today, but we'll be giving it to you individually to your schools. Thank you for your participation, and we wish you all the best for your workings for the children as a part of the community. We are from education, and we'll be taking this forward. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. And I'm glad that you covered all those names which got skipped, right? So yes, that's all for today's event. So I extend my sincere reverence on behalf of Panipat Institute of Engineering and Technology, Dainik Bhaskar. Yeah. Yes, so I extend my sincere reverence on behalf of Panipat Institute of Engineering and Technology, Dainik Bhaskar, and Vidya Mandir classes to each one of you. So thank you so much for gracing the occasion with your kind presence. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you. Have a good day.